Back in November, Nuinsco announced that you and your team were doing some research at the Prairie Lake project, and we were just wondering, what was it that brought the project to your attention and really attracted your interest?
Um, what really brought it to our attention was the fact that there were rock types in the deposit that we had predicted from a combination of work that we'd actually done at Niobek, St. Honoré, also some theoretical work and actually some experiments. And so when we saw that, we were very attracted because the work that we've been doing is designed to understand how niobium is concentrated. So we looked at that and we said, wow, here's a great opportunity to work on a deposit that really has significant niobium potential. And that's really where we came from.
Well, that's okay. I take it not Niobec's the producer in Quebec. Is this a
Correct,
similar
yes.
kind of deposit? And sort of, how do these things come about? These
Yeah, okay. So Niobek, as you're well aware, is Canada's only producing niobium deposit. It's one of three producing deposits in the world, and all of these deposits result from the partial melting, small degrees of melting of the mantle. The mantle is carbonated and it gives rise to a magma, a liquid, which we refer to as carbonatite. And so the intrusions that you see are of carbonatite. And we think that why niobium concentrates is the carbonatite interacts with its host rocks, forming new rocks, in particular biotite-rich pyroxenites. And that's what we see in the case of Prairie Lake. So the right rocks are there, and the process that we're really looking for is a process by which interaction with the country rocks will actually consume a lot of magma. So if you've got country rocks that have a lot of quartz and potassium feldspar in them, then this magma reacts very strongly with these rocks and is consumed in the process, making these biotite pyroxene-rich rocks, which concentrates not only niobium, but also phosphorus. So the other thing that was really attractive to us is the fact that Prairie Lake has a potential phosphate resource. And so that told us straight off that this would be an ideal location in which to test our model and of course, help Nuinsco find a larger niobium resource than it currently has.
Okay, so your research is ongoing now.
And
Uh,
the research is ongoing at the moment. Yeah.
and do you anticipate going back to the site, doing more sampling?
Oh, definitely. We did some sampling. This is what we'd call stage one. Based on what we see with those samples, we'll be zeroing in on a follow-up sampling program, ideally this coming summer.
So do you expect your research will be completed and published in some format this year, or?
No, that'd be way too ambitious. The publication process in scientific journals is extremely slow and arduous. Uh, if you're lucky, you can get something published from the moment you submit it to the moment it comes out in about 6 months. Sometimes it can take a year or more to get something published. So we're under no illusions. And also, the nature of this research is such that it will take a while. We now have a master's student on it. So a typical MSc program is about 2 to 2.5 years. So we're in for the long haul. And our idea is that as we work with a company, hopefully Nuinsco will be able to actually launch an exploration program, which would involve trenching and drilling. And as they get new material, we'll be able to refine the models.
Okay, so
So
you'll be sharing the information with them on an ongoing basis so that their
exactly.
geological people can actually plan further exploration.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
that's
whole relationship is one where we go in and we do research, and as soon as we get any results, we communicate them to the company, and that allows the company to kind of do forward programming, and we've already started doing this with Nuinsco. So we've had one initial meeting, giving them initial results, and we'll be meeting with them soon to follow up.
no, that's very good to know. So it's very nice to know and believe that there's a sort of important resource of these, critical materials up there at Prairie Lake that can be, advanced and further developed.
Exactly. We're very optimistic that the company will find a resource that it can put into production, and this is really one of the major objectives of our research, which is to help this company bring something into production. They've got all the exciting signs. You've got a potentially mineable resource right at the moment. And what we're hoping to do is add real value to it by finding a larger resource on the property. There's much to explore that will be ultimately of higher grade. And I think what's exciting is that it's close to market. So many of these deposits are located in the far north, where frankly they're just not accessible. So I think this is a real plus for Prairie Lake.
Well, okay. Well, thank you very much for providing your time to us today. We really appreciate the chance to talk to you about this exciting project.
Okay,
Good
thank
day.
you.
Hey.